Alright, it's time to go hiking! These hikes are not going to be epic into the canyon hikes, but just around the rim. Our first adventure is Zuni Point. We only went here this one time. So you park on the Desert View Drive, find a spot to pull over, and then just hike through the woods. Not necessarily on a path, just blazing your way. Very cool. If I had to guess, I would say that we were approximately here during our adventuring along the rim at Zuni Point. And I do not know what this growth is. It was very tiny little things, like maybe only about 1.5 to 2 inches high. Clearly, though, I was fascinated by them because I couldn't stop taking pictures of them. I really liked them. And our marker that marks Zuni Point, we found it, and lots of views. You can see all the way down to the river, and a gorgeous day. Lovely hiking through the woods as well. Always enjoy a little wander through the woods. Thanks, Grand Canyon. You're so pretty. Next adventure is partway down the new Hance Trail. So this is where we are. And again, it's you park someplace along the edge of the highway and you walk on through the woods and then you find the trail down into the canyon. This hike actually goes all the way down to the bottom. We only probably went about a mile down. And here's Mr. Casey, and we explored just a little past this point and we found a nice little nook. We sat and had lunch. Here's the view from our lunching spot. And on the hike back up, some pretty pine cones. Never seen these little guys before. If I got to name them, I think I would call them the Abert's pine cones after the ears on the Abert's squirrels. What's that? And after coming back up the new Hance Trail, back along the rim, we decided we hadn't had enough adventuring and we didn't want to just head back right away. So we walked around the rim and of course, once again, beautiful vistas. Here's Casey's backpack and here he is out in this little place adventuring. Come to find out later, it was significant.
Okay, there's Casey down there, and he is roaming around looking at a archaeological site here in the Grand Canyon. He just took a picture of the marker of it. What a gorgeous day. Middle of the summer. We've had a couple of the hottest days on record here at Grand Canyon. However, right now, today, it's pretty darn cool out. A little bit breezy. I think we're going to get a storm rolling in. We saw a falcon a little while ago. We had some pretty other cool bird sounds. We hiked a little bit down the new Hance Trail as well. All in all, it's been a nice little adventure today.
And another similar type of adventure. Parking on the side of Desert View Drive, finding a place to pull off, wandering through the woods out to the rim. This one did not have a name. We don't have an actual indicator or a point that we know we were headed to like the other ones. But again, this map right here is indicating where I assume we were during this footage. And all kind of weather is good weather here at the Grand Canyon. It doesn't have to be beautiful and sunshiny. After walking through the woods, and this is a little bit of our adventuring through the woods, just stumbling upon things. And in a moment we'll arrive out at the rim. Here we are out at the rim of the canyon, and it was a totally foggy day. We were just enveloped in clouds. And wow, it's so beautiful. So just some of the times you couldn't even see into the canyon. Other times the clouds would lift and you could see, and it was gorgeous.
There's a glimpse, there's a break in the clouds. This is so crazy. Oh hey, there's a canyon here.
See, isn't that so cool? It's beautiful. We didn't want to stop here, so we're going to continue to walk along the rim for a ways more.
Grand Canyon. Hiking today along the rim of the Grand Canyon, somewhere between the village and Grandview. And this is our view. This is our view of the Grand Canyon today. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Even when you can't see the canyon, it's amazing.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
We are in the clouds right now.
Yep.
Oh, you're recording.
I am. But that cloud is amazing. Saw the canyon. And in a moment it will be gone again. Wow.
Get
Out of my video. Guess we gotta voice over that again too because of the little shithead over there. Amazing. Amazing Grand Canyon day. Amazing. Ooh, look at it out there. I've got my own personal Grand Canyon rainbow. That's my shadow in it. Can you see me moving? It's my shadow. And then I've got all of this up here. Yep. This is where I am. Personal rainbow and everything. No one else in the world is ever going to see that one rainbow that I just saw. That one was just special for me and me alone. And it's gone. Although, nope, I still see it down there. Still there. Really cool.
And so this one's an area that Casey knows well. Indicated right here is where he has lunch almost every day at Hermit Rest. And I'm not there. He has about an hour and a half, so he often goes off and adventures. This is one of the areas that he likes to go adventure to. We've been told that this was a spot that Mary Jane Coulter used to frequent when she was on breaks from doing her architecture, and Casey wanted to bring me down there and show it off to me. And of course, I am certainly glad that he did. It's funny because it's just a little ways right down from like a major tourist spot. It makes me feel a little creepy and like I'm doing something wrong when there's tourists all around and then all of a sudden we just disappear down past like a couple of trees and down a little rock incline, and we're in this totally secluded area, but yet we can hear and we know that we're really close to people. But pretty cool place, right? I say so.
Firewood.
Thanks for the adventure, Casey Kid.
Hot stuff like this.
And this is going to be the last hiking adventure featured. Now, I did say it was just going to be rim walks and stuff. This one was actually a hike. So we've been down Hermit before, which is the first part of the detail here on the map, and we decided we wanted to venture out Waldron and then come up by Horse Tank. Now here's where it gets complicated. On the map here, you can see what looks like a well-marked trail sort of peters out a little bit, but when you zoom in on Google Maps, you can actually see that the trail continues all the way down to a roadway which we're familiar with and we go to all the time. We'd talked to other people who have done it, and we figured it was going to be no big deal, and then we'd walk down the road and then take the bus back up Hermit to our vehicle. Here's the map at the start of the trailhead, and here's a little indicator saying that this trail does not end at Hermit Road. We knew that, so we're going to head off down Waldron Trail. Now, the hike down, which we have done before, of course, was gorgeous, and we knew it would be. We spiced up the experience a little bit by indulging in some prickly pear cactus. I know we're not supposed to eat that, so I got my karmic comeback from eating something from the park that I wasn't supposed to by getting a sticker in my tongue. That was not fun, but it tasted delicious. Now, we're coming on up the Waldron Trail, and everything was going just fine. We made it up to the top to the Horse Tank, and we're just going to take in a few more of the views before we get out of the canyon area and into the woods. Now, here's the tank, and then just past this down the trail, we come to this sign. This is where things went awry. So this trail that we thought would be no problem to find and navigate, we couldn't make out. We thought we were on it, and then we thought we were in a dried up riverbed, and then we weren't sure, and then there was nothing, and we ended up having to turn around and retry. So this is where we are and where we lost the trail. Now you would say, oh, well, we'll just go right across over this way back to Hermit Road. However, big, deep ravines, which would make that really impossible to do. So the only way around was to sort of go in and out, and find, suitable places where we could navigate and just basically follow the sun and our sense of where we were at to walk around all of these deep ravines to get back to Hermit Road. All said and done, it turned out to be one of the longest hikes we ever did in the canyon. Luckily, Casey's very familiar with Hermit Road because, again, he explores here on his lunch all the time. We ended up hiking for over 9.5 miles. We were ill-prepared and did not have enough food and water. We got sunburned, and because we were trailblazing, we were walking on grounds that were uneven and really challenging. So it was a very, very difficult hike for us. Of course, another reason why we didn't want to go through the cavern or the ravine area is because we would see things down there like bones, assuming mountain lions and things. This is a great den for them, but we didn't want to go exploring that.
Hawk up there, and one that you go back.
But all said and done, we made it. At the last leg of it, the last mile or so, we came across this dead horse. Poor guy. I did go back next week and I got its skull. Happy, happy Grand Canyon adventures!